She stood completely still as the officer walked past her. His boots were loud. His breath was heavy. His hand rested on his gun. If he turned his head even slightly, everything would be over. But she did not panic. She simply lowered her eyes, held the papers in her hand, and waited. The officer paused. He looked at her, and for one long second, she wondered if this was the end. Then he stepped away. She quietly exhaled. No fear showed on her face. No hint of the truth hid behind her calm eyes. Because the woman he had just walked past was the most dangerous spy in Europe. And no one, not her enemies, not the soldiers hunting her, not the secret police, suspected a thing. Her name was Claire. Claire never planned to enter a world of secrets. At first, she lived an ordinary life. She worked, she laughed, she worried about simple things, money, safety, family. But when the war arrived, it tore everything apart. Her home changed. Her street changed. People she loved disappeared. The world felt colder every day. One night, she saw soldiers forcing families out of their homes, mothers begging, fathers pulled away, children crying. Claire watched from the shadows. Her hands shook, her breath trembled, and on that night, something inside her changed forever. She did not want revenge. She wanted meaning. She wanted to do something that mattered. A month later, she joined the resistance. No one expected much from her. She did not look strong. She did not look dangerous. She did not even look like someone who could fight. But Claire did not need strength. She had something far more powerful. She could stay calm while everyone else panicked. At first, they asked her to deliver messages, small notes, short codes, nothing too risky. But she completed every mission with perfect precision. When the streets were full of soldiers, she slipped through them. When checkpoints doubled, she found new paths. When others were caught, she survived. Soon, the resistance trusted her more than anyone. There was something about the way she moved, silent, careful, invisible. And that skill soon caught the attention of a man who ran one of Europe's most secret intelligence networks. He heard a rumor. A woman who never failed. A woman soldiers ignored because she looked harmless. A woman who could stand in danger without showing fear. He found her. He gave her a choice. Stay safe, he said, or help us change the war. Claire understood what that meant. It meant she would never live a normal life again. It meant every day after this one could be her last. But she also knew something else. Doing nothing would hurt more. She said yes. Her new missions were far more dangerous. She learned to hide messages inside bread, inside buttons, inside the seams of her coat. She learned to read a room in seconds. Who was nervous? Who was armed? Who was watching her too closely? She learned how to smile at officers who would shoot her if they knew the truth. Every move she made mattered. Every mistake could cost lives. But Claire did not make mistakes. She crossed borders with a different name each time. Sometimes she acted as a nurse, sometimes as a cleaner, sometimes as a simple woman looking for work. Soldiers rarely questioned her. They did not know she carried maps that revealed enemy plans, or documents that exposed supply lines, or codes that moved entire armies at night. Her quiet face, her soft voice, her simple clothing, these were her best weapons. While Europe shook under bombs and fear, Claire became a ghost, always present, never caught. But the most dangerous mission of her life came in the winter of 1943. The resistance learned that a high-ranking officer was planning a major operation that could destroy thousands of lives. They needed information, exact routes, dates, targets, and only one person could get close enough, Claire. She agreed without hesitation. That night, she stepped into a city controlled by soldiers and secret police. A city where spies were caught daily. A city where torture and executions happened in the open. But Claire entered as if she belonged there. She walked down silent streets, the cold cutting her breath. She passed patrols without turning her head. She reached a large building where the officer kept his files. Inside, uniforms filled the halls. Voices echoed, typewriters clicked, papers rustled. Claire blended in so well that no one even looked up. She moved slowly, like someone with tasks to do. She carried a clipboard to look official. Her footsteps were quiet. She found the office. The door was unlocked. She stepped in, shut it behind her, and began searching. But something stopped her. Footsteps. They grew louder, closer. Right outside the door, Claire froze. Her hands tightened. Her heartbeat grew fast and painful. The handle turned. This was it. The moment that could end everything. But as the door opened, Claire did something unexpected. She smiled. The officer stepped in, surprised to see her. Claire acted confused and shy, holding the clipboard like she belonged there. "I was told to bring these files," she whispered. Her voice was soft, harmless, just a woman doing her job. The officer blinked, annoyed but uninterested. He waved her off and walked to his desk. He did not notice the missing papers she had already taken. He did not notice the tiny camera hidden in her coat. He did not notice the quiet, steady bravery in her eyes. After a few moments, she thanked him and walked out. She did not run. She did not shake. She simply moved, step by step, until she reached the door that led outside. The cold air hit her face. Snow fell in silence, and Claire kept walking. Only when she turned the corner did she allow herself to breathe again. The information she gathered that night saved thousands of lives. Soon, stories spread across Europe of a woman who slipped through armies, stole secrets from high-ranking officers, and vanished before anyone noticed. Enemies called her the Shadow. The resistance called her their miracle. Soldiers whispered about her like she was a ghost, and though no one knew her face, everyone feared her, not because she carried a gun, but because she carried something far more powerful: the courage to walk into danger with calm eyes and steady hands. When the war finally ended, Claire did not look for glory. She did not ask for medals or fame or special honors. She simply walked back into a quiet life. But people never forgot what she had done, the lives she saved, the missions she completed, the impossible moments she survived. History remembers battles, but sometimes it is the quiet figures in the shadows, the ones who seem ordinary, who change the world the most. Claire was one of them. A woman who became the most feared spy in Europe, not because she wanted power, but because she refused to let fear control her. And that, more than anything, made her unstoppable.